Afternoon. I want to apologize for a couple of things before I begin. I am glad and we've all been blessed by Elder Parminder's presentations. But I did intend to participate more. Circumstances prevented that. So we won't cover all that I had wanted to. I would encourage you to watch the school in Uganda. We can go through some of the subjects we're touching on in much more detail there. Also, the camp meeting in Kenya. Done late December, early January. Some of the questions I'm receiving from people are discussed in those places. So still ask your questions. But I believe those presentations may be helpful. My second apology is more advice than apology. It's really both. I don't like this type of teaching. I like classes, not sermons. And the problem I faced on my first day presenting is a lot of information can be given out. And I'm not sure if people are getting the point or feeling overwhelmed. In a class, it's easy to be able to tell. You can ask people. In a camp meeting, it's more difficult. So I apologize for that. The advice part is to not feel discouraged by a flood of information. What we need to recognize is the pattern. So we could say, everyone accepts the line of the priests. That there's a time of the end. That there's a messenger. And a message. It's going to test people. There's two streams. Everyone can accept that. All I want us to see is that this was the first dispensation for the priests, which is a fractal of the 144,000. Therefore, based on the rules of fractals, which is the same pattern at different scales, then the plowing of the world must have the same things. It must have a time of the end. There must have been a messenger raised up for the world. There must have been a message for the world. They must have been tested upon it. They must have had a true stream of information and a false stream of information. Just like the Sunday law history. Do we want the mark of the beast or the seal of God? You have choices.
Yini nong ning bin lot.
If you can trust the pattern,
Na ba chang de loi ye gam.
then you can add as much information to that as you want.
Ku wil ji ko ka ba ke ja tao le ke ni ti man le ben ni le le loi.
And we flooded this with information.
Ku kan ken na wil ji chu ke tao ti.
But your faith is not in the information.
Ku gam du a chi to le wil li be.
It's in the structure.
Ato ni a chang de loi.
Without saying who the messenger is,
Kan ki ran we le ngai ne ran tin le tu ke ko ke pin nam ka.
you know that he's there.
Ani nang to en
You don't need all the information to know it and trust it.
a chi ro ko chan ba yo to tin ba ni ku ba ja la gam.
So if you're flooded with information
Na no wil ji ji ke ye ni
and it feels overwhelming,
ku yi ke yin ye na di ra re.
scrape it back to its structure.
Cái cọp biến rút tìm đua này ở trong cái lối.
And then add just as much information as you can take at the time.
Cô giờ will chắc cái yêu kiến giờ cái cá luôn để chụp ở trên cái bên cái kia riêng này lối.
We said this messenger is Elder Jeff.
Ở dưới cái làm cái kia là để tụi bao nhiêu cái này lấy Elder Jeff cái tiền.
We said this messenger is Michael Moore.
Ở dưới cái làm cái kia là những cái tuổi coi cái pin nó là cho Michael Moore.
We said that he gave a message
Ở dưới cái nó phiếu chỉ gam.
that was formalized,
Mà những cái bên là cho quên cái phiếu chứ.
just like our message was formalized.
Nhưng mà còn trên Jeff cái là trên phiếu lối.
Ours was formalized in a magazine.
Cái đó chỉ có để book cái tầm này cho.
His was formalized in a documentary.
Đó mà đến một cái này lối để phiếu chỉ lối cái đấy cho video.
We can continue to add information
Anh không có duy là buka giá vậy cái theo cái này cái gì?
until this board is black.
Aku duy ta bura cái này buru có tiền.
But your faith isn't on the flood of information.
Cô gam du, achi to lu will bige tawi.
What people can tend to do
Cái gì coi tên bige lối.
is say, tell me what this looks like.
Bige thì lagi anh cái này cái chít kan mà.
If you tell me what this looks like, who the messenger is, what the message is,
Này cái lối lewa ta được tôi cái chít cái kan mà cái anh. Chú ở bên ra future của giờ là của future mua đấy.
then I'll believe it.
Các bạn gam.
My fear is that is never enough.
Kalau lu nak lagi kan, future chỉ là vì chú đồ cái này gì vậy?
I can tell you who the messenger is,
Ini lebih lain anak kian yang lain orang cakap ikut.
and you'll say, prove it.
Kue ben yo nyuat yo nyuat.
So I'll extend the line,
Kita dah apa jalan nyuat apa jalan dua kian ni cakap.
talk about his history,
Berjalan jam aku kul deh.
talk about the message he gave.
Gam berjalan jam cuy yang itu pion.
We'll just keep adding information.
Jauh kat ibu kat dia jauh kat tahu.
But if your faith is in the quantity of information,
Kunaya gam tu ye to na jual the will cakap dia ni kan ni.
at what point do you start believing
Kiye na yen jalan gol bagam.
and stop doubting?
Ku jerkyo dah jerkyo jalan nyai.
Whether we understand every element,
Na you ku create ben you ku deh.
our faith has to be in this underlying structure, which is quite simple.
Cái gam dah abu dia ni to dia jangan loi.
So what I was concerned about that last time I presented
Cái dia ni chua kor ba loi wa pio chen wa tu em.
is that people may feel lost in that information,
People me.
may feel lost.
Cái kan lebih ko lebih lu na le kien dong kakin ke you.
If you can put your faith in a structure, you're safe.
Na lumen bagam acham de loi en bia tim de gam du ke ini piat.
If you want to know every detail of what it looks like before you trust it, you will never be safe.
Na ye kor chan ba kai cho kai jam ye anyu tu del ba ko ni ka dia ke kan go gam ke ti bulu.
So we continue to add details
Ja je cái chuyện cái theo will ko
because it is relevant.
ku ka te ki.
But we're building off just a simple model.
Ku kan cái này cho ga chân cái loi ko che jin ka chuk loi.
We had a messenger, they had a messenger.
Di mana banyak kang nale jam nam ran ti toy ke nale ku ke ya de ko pin nam ran ti toy ke nale.
Because we were plowed by message and they were plowed by message.
Dungo ye wa ke toy ke ne piu ke ga toy ke piu ye da.
At that very simple point, we and FFA take different paths
Kun ye ka ko chi ka ken ga che wa bulo wo wan ko ke Future for America.
and split the movement.
Ku te ka kun mai.
What truth began to open up to this movement in 1989?
Ye no ye ni chin re ben ye pe pe ko. Ni ta da to ke ne biana buto bo ka dongwan ku te ber ku dongwan.
At the very time of the end, God gave this movement everything it needed. What was that?
Ni ta da to ke ne le te piu ku create ben ko ati yen ke ye ka no ga.
Don't say Daniel 11:40 to 45.
Dun le ke ni ke Daniel tier ku to terman ku ti chok terman ku di.
What did he give this movement at the time of the end?
Yo ti yen akunam ke ne ni ta da to.
Timelines,
Ke ti ka nyot ti kinom.
reform lines.
Ti kinom.
So we were given reform lines,
On chen le ke yen ti kinom.
history of end of ancient Israel and history of end of modern Israel.
Yen ke yen ako kol de tok de Israel de gop kule ke yen tok na ako kol de Israel de we.
What does the second angel bring?
Yung yi malaika de ro ye bay.
Parable teaching.
E wo yen pyu de parable.
So we have reform lines
Wo no chiki
understood through parable teaching.
ku ke ka ka ke de ti pyu yen ko pyu ni parable.
It's all about patterns and structures.
Ken ken e ke jam cho ga cheng de lo ku jela ka ti ke yekti.
You know why Future for America no longer uses reform lines.
Anye ke yung yen ko Future for America chen ke be pyu ni chiki no.
They can't go to the line of Christ anymore.
Ache be lo ni chiki de Kristo big be la chari.
They've rejected the message all the way back to the time of the end.
Ache ke yu pyu ben chiki jai ben abute ti ka wa ke pyu ke ni ta de to.
Because those reform lines show their position for what it is.
Nimo ke kai jam chiki no ka ke nyot yung to ke tin.
And they began to do that when we did this.
Ku ken ken gol ke big loy wan chi wa ka pyu chi wa yen loy.
Because the minute that we did this,
Wan che wa ken loy
the implications were severe.
ke ye la nyot ri ri re.
Because we see truth
Nimo wa chu nang ku yit
and error.
ku de le
And on the side of truth,
ku ne bang de yi
all through the midnight cry message,
to ben pyu de cho de we chale.
were people like Michael Moore,
Chin man ran cho Michael Moore
AOC,
cho AOC
Obama, Clinton.
Clinton
And what is their position on these people?
ku yo ye de bia be ni de ni no ko ke.
FFA has the same position on these people
Future for America ano ma de ni tum ke ko ke tum kene ka ka
as apostate Protestantism has.
tim man ko ti ja ni nyale chen chol protestant.
And the issue we faced
Ku ke ne ke chu wa jal bendal
is that when Trump is speaking to his base, his supporters,
na jam Trump ki jem ko ke nyaren
the people that think like him, act like him,
ko jam chi yen ku ke lui chi yen
he's speaking to apostate Protestantism.
ka jem ko kanisa de protestantism ti gar ni nyale chi.
He's speaking to Adventism.
Ka jam ti non ko ke 7-day Adventist.
And he was speaking to FFA.
Ka jem ko ke Future for America.
And they all liked what he said. They all liked what he said.
Ke dia ai pitima de ne.
That became our Sunday law test.
Ken ken e jala che le londe ne yumala ti no wo ka tum ke de yumala.
Apostate Protestantism liked Donald Trump.
Ko ti gan ne ali che chol protestant amyar Trump.
And we find that Future for America was a part of apostate Protestantism.
Ko yuku nan Future for America e lo ya bia de ke ko ti gan ke.
The many were overthrown in the history of the Sunday law.
Ko ka chen ju hai di da chu ben to we tiang ne aba kol de che le longe mala de.
Because they found themselves on the side of church and state.
Nungo achiru yu bia de kanisa kana kuma.
Which was Trump
Maniani ye Trump
and conservative Protestantism.
kujela koi reini bibro wa to ke protestant.
And the minute we did this,
Ko che wa kene loy
we're attacking them.
ke ka ke yu wa ke ja yu ne ke.
Because they were part of this mess.
Nungo ai bia de kre chiranyon.
And October 3, the Midnight Cry is presented.
On pe India pe tier on chen piu de wer chale piu.
That night, Elder Jeff recognizes this.
Near cow and Fujian go Ella Jeb go can go ye to team.
They began to fight against us.
Go do to you can walk.
We just did it much more quietly at the beginning.
Kuketo Amado and Golero.
But this is where the movement split.
Who can get any get it?
And because this is based on line upon line,
Wachani can get a choke, chicken, the chicken,
parable methodology,
Jala, use the parable.
FFA can no longer use either of those methodologies.
The future for America, Achicho, it will beauty at you by no in the future.
It leaves them with no message based on reform lines.
Achiko pull kitchen huge, Ticho, Yene Puni chicken.
All they can do is cut stories out of a history,
Kitchi Bubenloy, if you have a cool, develop baby, Nakul Didi,
pull it from its context,
they can yai the choke and well cake.
misapply it.
The
The only subjects they can discuss now with any actual understanding is Islam.
Islam.
And why can they speak about the evils of Islam and what Islam is going to do? Why is that all you hear them talk about? Other than to hear them attack us. The reason is that FFA can talk about Islam
Future for America live Islam.
and the bad things they'll do. The bad things Islam will do. It's because that's what Trump can speak about. That's what Trump can speak about.
Who can get Trump to be
Conservative Protestants.
Protestant,
Their message is based on the evils of Islam.
Islam.
Steve Bannon.
Stephen Bannon.
Islam is all that they have left
Islam
because it's part of apostate Protestantism, of which FFA is now in the same category as.
Future for America,
They can't, with any reasonable message, attack Russia because apostate Protestants won't attack Russia. They can't attack conservative America because apostate Protestants are conservative America. They can't explain church and state or any of the issues facing America right now unless it is Islam, because they have that in common with apostate Protestantism. So this model, at its most simplistic level, if we believe reform lines and parables, is just enough to tell you what side is right and what side is wrong. Line of Christ. First leader to the second leader. Well before the test happens for the first group. That's simple enough. Does not need much information or faith. So even within them, if they believe reform lines, Elder Jeff needs to understand who he should have passed the mantle to if it wasn't Elder Parminder. It's trusting reform lines and parables that hold us. But the added information is helpful to make points. People often ask me what university I went to. I never went to university. I never studied history.
An kin akukul aken kwen.
I never liked history.
An akukul aken kon niya.
I never did well at school.
An kin chu garapya on sukuli.
All that extra information,
Ke wil ko ka dia.
it becomes easy to remember
Ako chi chan ba ke doi tak.
when you realize two things.
Today tin kang keroi.
First of all, it's relevant to you.
Chung tueng ate ke jarit no we.
It matters.
Ye ne ku korap.
And second to that,
Ke de ron ye kene chu.
it connects to a structure.
Era la rek keni chu ga chang de loy.
The minute something has a pattern, it becomes easier to remember.
Ito ke dang ke nong achang de loy de ke ko chana bo doi ta.
I have no good memory,
Nan che kang mu apya da nong.
but it's in
An che kang mu apya me anong.
it's in recognizing the patterns, the structures,
Để chẳng bắt cho chẳng cái lùi bao nhiêu cũng giờ lá cả chỉ cái gì
that this message makes sense.
Yên cái này phiêu chứ yên cái này tiệp thì nó nghìn
Is proven to be true.
yên cái nhốt nó như thế gì
So I want to step back a little.
anh có bảo đúng kia là má
I want us to look at the development of the message,
anh có bảo những trên này phiêu trên này rồi gì cả bảo nhốt vào cái gì đó đấy
and then I want to make a couple of points
giờ lá nó nguyên kia bảo cái gì từ
that I'm hoping people may find helpful.
mình đừng nghĩ tiệp thì mong quay không
In the development of the Midnight Cry message,
còn những những gì phiêu để cho ta cáo để cho ta về chứ
it began with Acts 27,
Để có ra phiếu thì bùng lúa để đi tui chấp ta trâu con đó.
the story of two ships.
Ako ko hindi ba mù kero.
The first one begins in 1989
Kitu yung medyo orat. Natari to piana buto bota dongan terber ko dongan.
and takes us through to the Sunday Bowl.
Kumeru wala buti enti chiya na lungi mala.
That's the ship of Adramyttium.
Yen ke ba budo ra chola dermidium o ki chola dermidium.
It's a bad ship.
Eri arak.
Its name means to abide in death.
Yen le dermidium e ko bajare ni to.
Then there's another ship, Alexandria.
Ako kanong ba burda e chola Alexandria.
It's a good ship.
Eri an pet ba burda.
It means to be a protector of people.
E wel ma de e ba ya du gelde ko.
Both take you to the Sunday Bowl.
Yen ya demi ni le chiya lungi mala.
So show shipwreck.
Ini là nhốt đề như nó gãy là đề của quỷ.
So all of the Midnight Cry message began with that one study.
Dưới cái chỗ đó về cái bên này có rót vì dưới chứ.
It showed us the United States and Adventism.
Mà như nhốt nó để cho cái quan để America có cho cái seven day advent.
It also showed us two streams of information.
Như cái này cái wall queer cái rồi của quỷ tiếp.
That testing message was part of the study from the very beginning.
Cũng cái này phía trong cho cái tầm mua mình này gọi nhiều phía đó.
But this was all to take us to 273 BC.
Cũng cái này ô bê rồi wall board caro cho rồi cái giáp một cái số cái gì.
It took us to the history of Pyrrhus.
Later on, now we call Benichol Pyrrhus.
With the history of Pyrrhus,
Now we call around Chol Pyrrhus.
over time,
New York, now we call it.
we were able to see his history in two parts.
Ako call it to when to New York, Yokaro.
Macedonia
Ako call it to the Macedon.
and Italy.
Jalago call it to the Italy.
And it explains to us
Paya Jan Lewo,
the relationship between the king of the north and the king of the south.
Ewo Legrek, the Kam, the Yimilan Tweet, and the Milan
And it connected us to an important history.
Who can get it? Ewo Len, Ako call it again, Ako call it.
World War II,
Ako call it on the Pinum,
explaining World War III.
on the Pinum the road to walk well, on the Pinum the Dia.
Acts 27 brought us to this study. And I would suggest the beginning of the Midnight Cry all centers around an understanding of World War II. It's the study of World War II that began to introduce all of these subjects. that became the midnight cry.
Ken ken ke biya cho de we chale ye pyu de ken.
Then we had a study on the leaders.
Ku jel ku be de ku rum pyu jam dungor.
The leaders of the king of the south.
Dungor ke chong de pin chiem
Epirus
pan de Epirus
over Russia.
ku jela ki de pan de Russia.
And we were able to see
Ku ka chuo ben cho tin
that Pyrrhus
na de ku ben cho Epirus
equaled Putin,
atom ken ben cho Putin.
who equaled Stalin.
Mane tum ken ran cho Stalin ye ben de Russia te.
It gave us certainty in the history of World War II.
Ken ken e wo cho no ade din de chap ne ago ko le tong de pinam de ro.
It showed us that Stalin
Ay no wong na ran cho Stalin
in World War II
e tong de pinam de ro.
is a symbol of Putin
Ye de ke ran cho Putin
in World War III.
e tong de pinam de dia.
So we took these lines,
Chi wa ki ken belum
Alpha and Omega histories.
lum ku ken ye go ku lum ku ken ye ke de to.
And just like we do with Israel,
Ti man che wa ye lum na ko de Israel.
beginning and end of Israel,
The boy de Israel ku to de Israel.
we can cut our line
Wo bil chi ki da bu tem ko
and overlay them.
jo ke be thong ni.
And we could do Alpha,
Ku le ku ken ke tuen
Omega,
le ku ken ke chen.
Macedonia and Italy,
Le ku ken ke Macedon ku le ku ken ke ye pa de Italy.
over World War II,
Ini buku be thong ni ke tong de pinam de ro.
over our own history, World War III.
Ge la ko la ini ko le tong de pinam de dia.
It's just like saying Moses, Christ,
Thong ken bulle le ran le Moses pran ro Kristo.
Millerites 144,000.
Le ku ken ro ta emil la ko no mil la ko ge la ko no gana but bor terman ko man.
And then cutting our line and saying these Alpha and Omegas
Ko te buku buku thong ken ni lu ken e go ken e to.
can be overlaid.
Alle buku thong ni.
Just like we place Millerite history, our Alpha history, over our Omega.
Cuma ni wa yen thong aku ko de mila. Ken aku no de ku ge la ko da. Ken aku no de ene bena bu bor terman man.
And this immediately, as soon as this study was understood,
Kuna do ku ye pyu do ku yen de de.
showed us that an Alpha history
Ke wo nyo na de ka ko de go.
for the King of the North
The non milim tweet
always resulted in failure,
e do da to ke ti da jam.
and an Omega history
Kuna ko de de to ke
always resulted in success.
e la to me tiami.
Already here,
Yen wo di benete ne?
just at these points,
Eten
already starting to split from FFA.
yen ka che wo bu go wo wo na ko no future for America.
The very beginning of the Midnight Cry.
The God de cho de we chale
When Elder Jeff left this movement,
on je ele je we ne na ko no ma.
those first presentations,
Ke pi pi on de chu ga ko ro.
he claimed to believe all these lines.
Ai ye le na ne ki ye chi ki ke je ye ke gam.
He said they were given by God.
Ai gam ke chi ne ke bai.
He said he found them beautiful.
Ye ke tin ke pe re.
You don't hear him say that anymore.
Ken kena che be chi be le men.
That was after he left.
Ye ken kena e on che ne ja ja ke je na ga jam.
The reason he learnt to stop saying that
Wa ti wa je le ne pol wel.
is because at this point you already have two streams of information.
E ni na de ke ne ten ken ke no ko ga ro ko wel.
And what does this prove wrong?
Ye ke ye no ke ko wa.
What study of his does this prove wrong?
Ye pyu ye ni de ye no ko wa.
Half right and half wrong.
Ye pyu de ne jam kano ba ye ye kano ba ye le.
He presented a study attacking Elder Parminder,
Ano pyu ti lo ki ne pa me de ne ta pin.
saying that because there were mistakes in Millerite history,
Nu ngo ye le ke de wa che na ga chro wo na ko le mi lai ke ne ko ke.
with Samuel Snow,
Ke ne ran chol Samuel is no.
who he said was Elder Parminder,
Ingai le ke ne el pa me na.
and because there were mistakes in 1888 history,
Wacana ile kanong kichiro wo yori adam naku kulle gena boot bot bot a ber
with Wagner's message,
kana ku kulle ran chol wakana ine pyude jloy
who he said was Elder Parminder,
kena ile kenen kera loy ne kamge wan ran chol pamenda
then there must be mistakes in Elder Parminder's message.
ile na ne ken kichiro wo ne piu de pamendai
I counted that April last year.
ken ayo ne pe de wan ronwa tilo
He cannot take a history of failure
atile ba ko kol le kiti yu ke de tile la bai kol tini chem
and apply it to a history of success in the way that he did.
ko bi jala bai ko bi jata bu tong dum kana ba kol de chem cho ko le chen ne loy ti
And unanimously,
ku jel gam ne ran ben
the movement and Elder Jeff accepted he was wrong.
je ran ben jel gam ku nom ku jela eda je je ko le na de ken awa
But I don't think he took it well.
cha yu nan chen le gam pet
So already at the very beginning,
wona go je je ke go ra nyot
it's starting to conflict with his understanding of events.
ke go ra nyot nan ben wo ke cho ka ti ke loy
We're discussing the history of World War II.
we are yen wo yam me na ko kol de trong de pinom de ro
This brought about a study.
ken no piu chu bai
If a battle in World War II
na no trong de pinom de ro
looked like 2016,
ye tum ken ki chira loy yana buro ko thiu de jan
how do we understand battles?
ko wa ye tong yu ke ja de ti de
How do we understand war?
ko wa ye tong yu ke de
So we did a study
ken chen piu loy
that threaded all of our waymarks.
mà nhớ ye những là chưa có piu ja loy ku ju ko the na chi ki ti ke ja
That showed we're in the information age,
ye nyo na de ki wo to me ne ta ye ne will ye ke ne ko ke
in the Iron Age you fought with iron weapons,
chima ne ta ma ne ko to ne ta ne ko lui na din chul ko ra ke to ra din chul
in the Bronze Age with bronze weapons,
da ma ne melang ne ko to ne ka ka melang
in the Stone Age with stone-tipped spears,
ku je la ta da je ye ne ko yi tong ti ke loy ke no mi ma je
stone weapons.
ka je ka ke ko to
In the Information Age,
ku ne ta da ko kul ye ne will ye ne ke ko ke to
they fight with information weapons.
cái will cái ne ko ru ja to
The disciples of Elder Jeff
có gì giúp quán chụp
started to fight against this
chụp bên cái này
because they wanted to take literal
chẳng nó có cái lúm kia cái chết
and apply it literally.
lấy cái lúa đi kia cái chết
So underneath the surface
kun ni ta pin
of a movement that seems to accept,
when na kun me cha lo ti gam
people are subtly or not so subtly attacking each point.
cái này ai ko jal lo ni qua cái jal cái đằng gì alo tar pe cái gì cái
If they have any consistency,
na nó chập cho cái
if they want to do something as completely mad
na có bị cái đằng lối bên kia cái lối ni nhon
as say that they were the ones that came up with November 9,
ai là jam na cái wa cái future pe tier của cái ni đúng không
but then they're going to say that's a new waymark.
kun ni cái na cái anh nhú được chút
And over here you have Raphia and Panium at the same point.
kun ni cái na cái bro lo ni rafi ko pani am ata betuk
They want to put that in a few months' time.
cái nào bị ja doi luen về điểm chỉ đúng cái
I'll find it interesting
cái này ayo cái de gaire
if they get to this point
thì bị cái này
in a few months
về điểm cái chuyện
and have to say it's an information war.
ko bi la luen na cái trong này trong luen
Because if they're consistent with their position,
na bi lấy chập cái cho cái khối đến
and I was so misguided in all of this,
của chị em quên ngon nghĩa cứ gì thì biết
they need to go back to their hot war story.
cái mà cũng bị buổi chiên bị là luen na cái trong hòa riu chưa chế trong gì bên còn mua bên bên là bên ngoài chị
That even into last year they were fighting for.
kỳ là gì
Into last year.
okay quý cái nào bên cái gì cái ta ni tốt đấy
So we understood the information age.
cái cái chế wo ta the will chú ra đấy
We did another study,
one of chú ra chú lối
talked about the internal
chú ra một bian tin
and the external.
chú ra lá bian bi
Here I start to be much more clear.
cái nào cha nên bula chả đấy
Early last year,
phải truyền cái rung qua chứ lo
and before Elder Jeff is even saying it,
và cái này là dẹp kiến của gam quyền luyện
clearly
kiến luyện đi chả
the lines are showing that Elder Parminder is the leader of the movement.
cái đây là nhuận na đây kiến và mình đã yên cái đúng rồi ya kuno
And I start to teach that.
bo kan bo gol ku pio
seeing the internal rising up
ya lo na ndakien junin nali ko jon bian tin de kanisa de
of new leadership
chenen ngor jut ti bay
of the United States,
chenen ngor jut bi ti bay bi adam ti bian ke pana america
with the internal rising up of leaders within this movement.
bian bi ati nyor ke bende banjut pana america ko bian tin ati bay ke bende banjut na kunomi
Elder Jeff claimed to accept that, but he does not now.
ati ele je ba ti gam ku le ye pyu ti ye gam ko ka ti be gam man
Then a study was done
go pyu loy
showing that 2014
ye nyo na biana buro ti ku wan
is midnight,
nyo ke wer
or midway,
au chele de kada
or a midpoint,
au kede au ye kere kada chale
because
nungo
it is Boston,
ye ne ke tunga ne ke lo pa de Boston
July 21st,
ye ni ke lo pe ni tro ko to pe ni bro
which was midway
mani ne to ke ne ka me chele de kada
between April 19 and October 22.
ka de pe man ke ni tir ku do wan ku je la pe ni tir ke ni tro bro
They're based on literal and spiritual.
mani ne to ji to ke jro lo ke ti ku je la ke de we
2014 becomes midway or midnight,
ke biana buro ko tir ku wan en ke bi jala chele de
spiritually, symbolically,
kida ke kun kida wi
between 9/11
to ne ka de jana buro ko to
and our shut door.
jana ti ke bam ka je pyo
This study became significant
e pyo ja ti ben ti agare
not just because it took 2014 back to some serious waymarks,
a che chan ti jana buro ko tir wan ti do chen wo cho lo nyu de ke ke bu la ti
but it takes us back to the Civil War.
e wo do chen ya da wo cho lo ko kul de tong ti to pa na america bu la ti
The attention of the movement is concentrated now on the Civil War history in the United States.
ke ne ti jala pyo ji man ti o ke pyo da kuno e ja mare ni bia ga tong ene ti ro lo chen ko pa na america ti ke no
And you know where that's going to lead.
ka yenye yo mo bi ke ne bula be
We've already discussed Obama and Clinton.
ke na ti wo ja mun te ran to lo ba ko jala Clinton
You can see these race issues and sexism issues.
a chu tin kra te to ni cho e chi ko ko jala cho ti ko cha ke ru ki dia
And now, prophetically, we're being directed to that Civil War history.
kun ni cho ke de wi ke wo do chen men wo ko ko win ti bu be na ti
1863 being the midpoint.
e wo la nyon na de ke ya na bu to
It takes us
ko bo ta ber to de ku dia ke chere de
to others, but that is the significance.
ku ke ne ya de ke lo wo nyot de de dang ye wo la nyot ya na bu to bo ta bro to do man
But it always takes us to the midpoint.
e wo la le ni chere de
So this began to explain 2014 more clearly.
ke ka ke ja a jaru wo bu nyot ya na bu ro ku tir ku man cha
It directed our attention to this waymark,
e wo bu de ni fen bu ku de ti ba bu bu la ti ga pe de mu ku je la ka won ka ja chere yu ke de ja da bu la nyo wo yi ka mo
and our attention to the Civil War,
ku je la cho bi wo na ga de ya dan lo ngo tong chen ko pa na mer ka to na ro
which gave us our increase of knowledge on the Sunday law, early writings.
manien chuo ben yena de tin pe long de mala en yu lo pe ga tu en de Ellen White
God was already directing us to understand 2019 and November 9,
nyale de chuo ngor chan bu bena bu ro ku tier ku do man bu ke bu la de de ku je la pe ni do man pe tier ku to bena bu ro ku tier ku do man
a pattern had begun to develop every 10 years,
go nan ki nyu ro na de ken no cho ki ro nyot cho ro loi ba rum ke tier
all the way back from 1799.
du wo nim chen won bena bu to bo ka ro ke do man
From here, purposeful study began in the year 2019.
ku je la yen kyu chu ben lo ki kyu no ku wo bena bu ro tier ku do man ra ben de jo ku ne
This was all developing in 2017.
Okay, kerja ke guru gol yip biana buro tiap daro.
We began to understand that just as 2014 was predicted,
But Chimano on Jenny, Yana Buro, with your man Jenny and Coin, you can work again, Ben.
Through time spans,
On Jenny and your,
like some of the most significant, the 126 to 151.
Chimani Chintaki, a rich Chimani, the Yap, board with the road, the term, board with the Diputo.
But we have others.
The Jalaka did walk out of the road.
So 2019 became significant.
You can get a Chihuahua when you are the Yana Buro with the other one.
From here,
Put in it,
2019,
Yana Buro with the other one.
we began to study more earnestly
What you tell you that you tell lawyer.
November 9.
Book you, Buraloi. They think they pay you to get in the one who had it.
What we were able to do
To create it to be alloyed.
as our attention was drawn back to these histories of the French Revolution, the German Revolution, the Russian Revolution,
No, they walk when to me. Now, they in the tongue to the alloy, which are alloyed by the French, which are alloyed by Russia.
the American Civil War,
The alloyed by America, by Germany.
that God was directing us
Now, they can never get one walk.
to understand the condition in the United States
The walk that you will not in America,
in two parts,
the Biocaro.
9/11 to 2019,
Kilo Ratu Biana Buro, Kilo Rabiana Buro, the other one.
the history of civil war.
And I will call the tongue Loratin Panda America.
If you have civil war in a country,
Nanong Thor, tell where the book one Pandun,
by the end of it, what do you have?
and it took the Kiyomo Token way.
Two pulverized sides
He Nang Biokero, Bioka Maroda,
who've torn the country apart.
Ijiba, Ketake.
So I don't want to get into a discussion about what civil war looks like.
I talk about that during where you tongue, we have a Thor and a kid or Lloyd.
We've already touched on what war looks like.
What is Jamunta, you told me Yaki in it.
So if war is different in the information war, civil war is different in the information war.
Now you told me why, Kiki Chol, Tom the Will, Kika call you other than why, during the will.
I remember when this study was presented in Arkansas.
I knew on Tenegan, pure Panda, Arkansas.
Elder Jeff came up to the board.
Elder Jabber of Benjamin will be Saburako.
He pointed to this study
Probably a few jam from Thor,
over these other studies and said, this is strong. This is what proves November 9. So with that, November 9 was predicted.
There was
another study, I won't draw it on the board, because we would have to go into this study, it becomes a little complex. But of these revolutions, the American Revolution is not one of them. A brother asked me how 2021 was predicted.
One matung da TNT kulele pe yana buro kutero iyo kade.
One of the first ways that our attention was drawn to it. We understood from this study that 2020 began a counter-revolution. Because it was the Battle of Concord and Lexington. The beginning of the American Revolution. And we lined up 2021 and 1776. That was presented in Arkansas in October. 2018.
biana buro ko tier ko ben
So I just want you to note,
kin ka bang ni
what part of these messages does Elder Jeff agree with?
ye bia ko ne ke pi ke de yi ele je bia gam
When he left,
on je len
he said he agreed with this.
ye gam na ne ke ye pyo de lo de rutu tro do ye gam
God gave light to me, Tess,
na de ke ne le ke ti Tess ki ye nge
that opened it up to the movement.
ma ye ni ki le pe ja kuno
He didn't see or accept that.
ye kin ti ken ko ka ti gam
He accepted all of this,
a ku jela ke ka ta ke tu ti ki ke dia a ke gam
loved it.
dia re
You won't see that on their YouTube channel and you won't see them teach it.
alle batin ne ali ri bia ke ne ko ke dai ko batin
Accept.
tu ke pyo ye gam
Accepted this,
te ke ne gam de pyo je ban
accepted this,
je la pyo je jam na ne ke na ko tu ne kri wi ba ko ro ke ri chem
did not accept this,
ka kin ke ki ti na kin ga gam
had trouble with this,
ko ke be nam ko wa je dang ke ne ki jam tong lo ne ke tong
accepted it in word,
chan be ke dang gam ti cho ke ne ni wel ti
but still protested,
ko ka de ke yen
claims to accept the proof Elder Parminder is the leader,
ku ye de ke me dang na ne ke pa me da ye ne ke ban a ku no
he never spoke about this.
kin jam ni ye pyo ni
Don't believe that he would actually accept that, not now.
chal ba le na me ki ti gam je ko cha na
Claimed to accept this,
ai le ya dang ye ti bang khai pyo ru ma ti lo ne li ye gam
claims to accept this.
de li ya dang ai le ya dang ye gam
Don't believe that he does now.
ku ka cha gam man tyo na ni ne de ke
He accepts 2021 still,
ai gam na ne ke en bena buro tro ko ka ai de ke gam ne
claims to accept November 9 still.
ka ai de ke le na ne ki en de ke ni dong wan pe ti to de ke gam ru ma ti lo
He would say November 9,
ai de ke le na ne ki en ta ro na ye pe ni dong wan
which through God's leading,
ni mo ne ni ti
I brought to the movement,
ti te sa ti be na ku no mi
the false prophetess,
yen ne bi ya le
as he calls me.
ti man ye ne chol
He needs to understand
akor be de
why he's accepting anything
ki ne kri ben gam
that came from someone he calls a false prophet.
ki bot no ran ye choy ne bi da duom
Because he has not rejected all.
no kin kri ben kin jai ben
He tries to hold on to some parts.
anon kai ye ke gam konon kai ti kre
But because that position is so impossible,
kwa chan ba ko ni ko de kene a che ki ro lu
even what he can't fight against,
guten ki ti le ben en tor ken yen
even what he claimed to love after he left,
guti ki ye de ki le ni on chen ta ja chen a kun we te
he still deleted those presentations.
a ti ke ben de ke le ke ko na li ri ke pi pi yon ka
He still does not teach them.
ka ti ke de ke pi ke man
So if he's the true movement,
na ye le ye ke ya kun mi
and someone joins his movement,
ko bra anda bu lo ya kun me ni
and they say, explain Russia and the United States,
le ki yi le wo ye ra te ye mo ye pa na america ye mo
which we all know is World War III.
which
We all know is World War III.
ko ke ne bana ni kuna ni ne tong do pinam bi dia
How can he explain it?
ke le bi ja be le de
He can't,
ti le bi le
without going to World War I and World War II.
a ti le bi le ke ti du chien bu lo tong pinam tuen ku tong do pinam do
But he won't do that.
ka chi ke na ti le bi lo
So on the subjects that he can't teach,
ko ne pyu pyu ti le bi ke pyu
because he would have to accept light from this movement,
a chan a be ta gam ge to ni a ku no mi
he ignores.
a ye pol
And his followers think that that's acceptable.
ku ye i ko ke ye kwan che ga yu le ken e kan yi
What also began to open up
ke ti ra be ben no dia
in this time frame
ni ta re
was an understanding of Fatima.
e ki chora dating the Fatima
This began an interesting study on the counterfeit.
ye ne pyu te ge re ne ki chol lue ge ne kan ka ke re ne le ne yi ye ne ka
That you have three angels' messages,
ye ne non pyu ni malaika ke dia
counterfeit angels' messages for the Catholic Church.
a ti ke la kar ne pyu lue ni malaika ke dia katolik
And it also brought us back full circle to World War II.
wo ken ke ne wo be na do na ko le wo la le ra ko tong do pinam do ro
All the messages complemented each other.
cái phiếu cái giá ai cái cuộc đồng
From this study was developed the lines of the counterfeit.
kun ye phiếu gì nên cái trên ổ thì khi cho bere về piak bela to
We understand the line of the truth.
ổ chỉ kinh đấy gì cho chú biết
We have Millerite history.
ổ nó có con đấy mình là cái nào cũng đấy
We have the 144,000 history.
ổ nó có con đấy biến là bốn bốn của thằng man
We have, I'll draw this larger because I want to make a point.
cái bảo cái tu cái gì mang cả bảo cái gì
By the way, if he's going to teach Raphael after this fashion,
nabe Rafael ko jalapan yang begitu pure cinia canggih
you know that's an open rejection of the First and Second World War models.
kita bunyi na lagi ini kan ere benen pure de tong tuen ko jalatong de roda pinam abe kek jai
I would not have confidence in anyone at the end of the world
ko kabichen gamrut ne benera de begam ne kabruloi ne tong de pin
who claims to believe in a triple application of prophecy.
ran jam na lagi ene ne be rapin de dia da ko kon ayagam
And at this point in Earth's history,
ni tare na ko le pinam ni
have no explanation for 2 world wars.
cái chuyện về liên đến cái chuyện lối của trồng rau chỉ cái luyện
That position alone is indefensible.
dễ cho cái dễ trục ở trên cái lưu rồi gệt
So we understood
dễ là chứ đế
there is a truth,
nó ngén gì
Millerite history.
dễ ni aku kul de mila kana kunum de
It's the history of the first angel,
dễ ni aku kul de malaika tuen
the second angel.
jela malaika de ro
When Ellen White does this, when does the third angel begin?
na lối Ellen White lối kinh này cái lịch de malaika dia ye gol nen
October 22, 1844.
rồi gol pe ni tro ro pe ni tie yana bu buat kabar ku terman ku man
It's going to travel through history
ko bijar ye cái cha dia na ku kul
until the line of the 144,000.
Butin kita benero loy loy mia di cikin de biana bur bor ku terman ku mane
So the first and second angel,
malaika tuen ku malaika de ro
what resurrects God's people
abu ko yun nele jabi ke jot ku toy
between 1798 and October 22.
le ka de biana bur to bor ka dro ku te dungan bet ken pe nin tro kro pe ni tie biana bur to bor ka bet ku te man ku man
And on October 22, the third angel begins.
unai pe ni tro kro ki en ke lik de malaika dia god
Who is the third world war between?
ye kno ye ni ye tong de pinam be dia ka mi
The United States
Pande America
and
ku
the Soviet Union,
jela tia di Soviet
which was led by Russia, yes?
manena nger Russia kene nomde
I just want to make this quick point.
kena ka ba doi lwe
When we look at the counterfeit,
na lo ku tin kere dere
what resurrected the papacy
ke be Catholic be la benya
both politically and financially
le bia de mal ku jela bia be kum
was the history of World War I
ako ko le tong de pinom de twen
and World War II,
ke be ro
which ended in 1945,
manena to gana bu to bo ta dong an ku
a disappointment.
dida
A disappointment.
ku jela ene ken ki chon nger pyo
And in 1945, another war begins.
Hone ye rune ki en ka chen tong dara ben jo tin
What war is that?
ye tong o kana
Sorry? Third World War.
e tong de pinom de dia
So we can cut our line
ki che kin bu tem ko
and place the third angel just in our reform line.
kolum bi le de malaika dia bi na ko dai
We can cut their line and place World War III just in this reform line.
ko ko de na le bu ya tem ko bi wa ko tong de pinom dia bi ko na ko dai
But if we use the model Ellen White gave us,
ko na lo ko cho loi ki Ellen White ki nyor wo lo lu
third angel began October 22 and runs through history.
ko kai le wo le de malaika dia ko ro pe ni tiero bro pe tie bera buto bota be tangan tangan
until something happens that empowers it.
kuje chat aku kore ja kuje enda man benia be yeri
I won't explain those dates to begin with.
aku kol ga acha ke bulwel ganan ga bol
So if you use this same model,
ngalo cham tu lo lum
you could say World War III began in 1945.
ka lo le na de gen tong pinam de dia ke gorot bena buto bota tangan
You can treat the third angel's message in different ways.
yin le balik malaika dia ka le balum no on wa
Come into it, say it begins at 9/11.
le bi panen pamena bele ki le ke gul bena buro ko
So you can treat World War III in different ways.
Hien tong pinam dia ka le batim le gorwa
Cut it and bring it in,
tem ko bitin
or see it back here.
ka lo tin chi ni dia da
What type of war did we say World War III was?
tong de pinam dia chu le wa re tong yinde ina chang de
It is
ngule ke mo
an information war.
e tong de win
Did the information age begin in 1989?
tong de win ko ro wa ta de to
No.
e chi gul ten
It certainly escalated in 1989,
yene jum ke je ro jo ne ta de to
but the information age, the beginning of it, is placed well before then.
ku cho gul go le ro nguri ta ra ke kin bet
What's the definition of a Cold War?
yo wi ne lwel e tong chen ko ri jak ne ke chi ne tong win
It's not a hot war.
che tong du ri moi
There's no weapons.
che ki nong tong nong ka kun ke tor ba ke bet
There might be an arms race, but that is not the same thing.
tilim nang jeng ba bay che ki tong ke ne
There might be proxy wars, but they are not the same thing.
alim nang tong ko ter ke ni be ko ki ni ko wa ku ka tilim ya yen
How was the Soviet Union defeated?
che ti ha de soviet ju ben ti amad
It collapsed from the inside.
e yuen di bian tin
Why did it collapse from the inside?
yo ge ne yuen di bian tin de
What had America done to it?
yo mu chi america lo yen
The Cold War was an information war,
na de ki tong wa yen ko ro la de to ge yen tong de win
because depending on your model, it's also part of World War III.
ku ji cho ke lon de lo ton tin ke bian ni tong de dia
And all of World War III
ku tong de dia pino ben
is not a hot war, but an information war.
a che tong ben ko ro mo den e tong ben ko ro jam ke ni
So this becomes important to see.
kin kin e ni ja ti ga re chan bu ti
It becomes important when we're understanding November 9,
e ti ga re ti ko bi wo ta de ti bam kai pyo bu e ti
because there's a November 9, 1989.
no ngo ai no be ba nai
November 9, 1989.
e o nyot de pe min dongan pe ti ku to bi na bu to bo ka dongan ku ter ber ku dongan
That relates to this Cold War.
mani ni e wo re ken ye tong chen ko ro ja ke chin
So we might go into that later,
ali bo ngai la tinal he ke ne
but I just want you to see the dynamic of the Cold War.
so ka ko chan ba cho de tong chen ko ro ja ke chin ba ting ye to de
They fought each other through information,
ai ro to ni will
disinformation,
lum yin lwet lo ko lum ke lo ka le ra de lwet che yit
conspiracy theories.
je la lwet to ke ka che ke ju ke ka che ke muladam
And the United States managed to destroy the Soviet Union
ko kuma de panda america chu bentem betia de soviet brio
without weapons
ke chin tong de benen ko moy
by undermining it from the inside.
ni lon chen en bitar pin ni bian tin de
Understanding these points
achan bu ye pyu de
destroys most of the arguments that FFA attack us with,
ken will purely in ko future for america ye ke water pin ay ke nyai
Elder Jeff hadn't stopped watching everything I taught early last year. Elder Jeff hadn't stopped watching everything I taught.
yen ala je be ko be ka ke ta ke pyu ke de be ke ke be roi ruwa
Early last year,
wa ne ruwa ne boy de
if he paid any attention before he stopped watching,
na no te chen ra gam kin wo dai
he would realize that most of his attacks,
ka le ting na ne ka ke ri la tar pin
if they're not misguided,
na kin ke ko ngor
he's attacking things that I never actually even taught.
cái cái kin ke pyo da lu cái ke la chopin
It's strange
e ku wa ja re
to see his attacks
bacho de ni ko la tar pin bala tik
and to realize he's attacking something he says I've taught that I've never taught.
le ni ting la kan tar pin ka ye ke le cha ke pyo ka ken ke kam pyo
I want to give some examples of that
an ti ka cha ke kon yo la ga gam ne ke
later on.
bu ka ba ga gam ma la
It's this subject of the midpoints.
yen nam pyo cha le ni pyo ji che le de ke da
This study
pyo ji
develops into the study
pyo de ha te bula bai
of In God We Trust.
pyo ji jam yen wo ne ga yu ko gam
This study of In God We Trust, it becomes important.
pyo ji jam wo ne le gam le bi ti ga re
It takes us again back to the Civil War.
wo ba ba do che na ko kol de tor je na ko ya to no ken
God was continually bringing us back to the Civil War
nyele ti de ke wo ya na tin wo na ko kol de tor ro te
until we finally began looking at the Civil War on a reform line.
agu de ti bi wo cho e tong de tor ko ro to no bu ku tin e cho ki ti
We were able to see
ye na chu bi tin
through the midpoint study
ti cho ku pyu yi wo pyu ni kere de ke da
the history of the Civil War,
cho ga ko kol tong ni ti ro loy bi ya na america yan tin
1950s America.
on to america ke pa na america ya na bu to bo ka do wan ti ko to no
And we were able to overlay that
bu ka chu ko ba ben tong nim
with our own history.
ko tong nim kana ko kol da
And it brought us to two important subjects
bu kan kana na pyu pyu ti ke ro ti ka ben yen wo
God was gently leading us towards.
nyele de wo ben ngor ma de wo tong nim
One of the subjects was the Civil War,
tong de ke pyu ke ye ne ki chol bu ko to no ro
which in time would lead us to early writings.
manen chi wo ben la le ga twen de ellen white
The other subject was the Civil Rights Movement.
kun ye kani janam ki chola kun me jam yi diran
Starts to be introduced in this history.
ro ben la nyod nya ko kole
Understanding the Civil Rights Movement, which led to Jerry Falwell, which led to Reagan.
ku ya kun me jam yi diran ka chi ben lo le no ran chol jere ferwel mo buti ko ko bu la le no mi ro na re gen
I'll erase this boardwork.
an be sabura ko choto
I'll leave that for a minute. Sorry? 10 minutes? 3? The last two studies.
ki pyu ke ro ka ke
The last two studies that finally closed off the Midnight Cry message.
pyu pyu ke ro a wo ben la le de pyu de chote we chale
What I find interesting
kia yo ke ne ki te ki
is that so much of this Elder Jeff claimed to love even after he left.
ke ya ne yo ke na ba ju yi la je yo ke le li ne ke ga bu de ni chen en jan
Do you know a Jenga puzzle? Jenga.
ye na nong po le no ko po le ni ru kon yi na ja yi ke ber be te ba be yo yi kam mi be tok tok ko cho mu tong ye ye ne ke le
It's a puzzle, a game.
ye ne ke po
You have all of these wooden blocks
ye ni nang tim kun ye ke lu bi ke
stacked on top of each other,
je ke ya ta ke no
all intertwined.
ke ja ke wai ko ko ban
And the game is
ku ye ne po le
you need to get one of these wooden blocks
ye ni tong ye ka ta ka ta
and you need to try and remove it
ye te ba mi ye be
without collapsing the entire column.
ke create ben ci bu yu ci bu loy
And the person who can remove the most blocks
Quran be tim ji bu ke mi be ke ne ke dan ti yu
before it begins to collapse
ku wo ke ken wo yu
wins the game.
yen ke ya ran ji tem
That's what Elder Jeff started to do.
ken ken yen ke ci la jef ci gol bu loy
He began to, at the beginning, only attack a small part of our message.
yen ke ci gol on de goje be biya te ko no wo gen bi alum ku re ji
But the problem is
ku ci ra ben wo
that small part is intertwined with the whole of the message.
ay nyo na de ke ne bang te ne nya e ke ci ra ne yu ji ben
So every time that he tried to remove a part,
ta ne te ben nang biak bi nyai
something would collapse.
ke kan no yu
He tries to remove Parminder's prediction of 2014.
aji tembe ke ci pamende chene ne luen kibro lo gana buro ti wan chene ne luen bina ko ro de ci tembe nyaai
History of Failure, Success.
ku jala ki jam na ko kulli tiam ku jala ko kulli chen tiam
Pyrrhus will tell him he can't do that.
Kai Pyrrhus ay kina chile balle.
The histories of Pyrrhus show that Elder Parminder's prediction was perfect.
Kai aku kul Pyrrhus ay nyona lekin ki pamenda le broloi ayit.
Because the message is all intertwined, it's one.
Namo piuj ban achiro re.
He didn't just do this once, he did it multiple times. Even after he left, he tried to hang on to some of the message. At the beginning, all that he would say was that Tess was the messenger. Tess was guided by God. That these things were the hand of God. But then, late in the message, I began to manipulate things. That was his position when he first left. Ask him if you're on his side and you contact him. If he still believes I was ever led by God, and if he believes any of this, to go back and defend it. Without proving that we are correct on every point. He says that we are inconsistent. We have had pure consistency from the very beginning. Just as they said to Ellen White, you're inconsistent. Oh, consistency, thou art a jewel. So we say back to Elder Jeff, you're the one that doesn't know the meaning of consistency. Or re-upload my videos on World War II if you claim to believe it.
What?
Re-upload my videos on World War II. If you believe what you said a few months ago, that was a message given by God. I have a feeling now that he just does away with the whole thing.
Just erase?
Rejects the whole message. Because if he still believed what he said a couple of months ago after he left the movement, he would not come up with such crazy models of raffia and panium. Cannot be defended on any reform land. He would not be attacking what I said in Kenya. That showed clearly the fulfillment of raffia as we had predicted and expected. He rejects that because he rejects an information age. World War III. Cold War. Proxy wars. Because he saw no light in that. He saw no light in that. He could not even see the fulfillment of raffia. And anyone who can't see it then projects those things into the future. I don't mind him doing that. Don't mind, he can do that. But I hope he's consistent on at least one thing. Expect in a few months a hot war between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. Show just the smallest amount of consistency with his own error. If you kneel with me, we'll close in prayer. Father in heaven, thank you for our blessings. Thank you, Lord, for your consistency, for your faithfulness. Lord, there is much that we do not understand. There is much we didn't understand a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. But even this does not faze us as we see how you have led in the past. We trust you. We will not forget your leading in the past, so we have complete faith in your leading in the future. Lord, I pray people will not be overwhelmed by the quantity of information, but Father, may they see the structures are simple and that they can have their faith in. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.